JPEG. What the hell is going on there? I can't raise you to the power? I mean, I have done similar stuff before, so what's your problem? That should not have been an issue. I mean, I have a solution for that, but here is how I'm going to solve it. For some reason, it doesn't let me do exponentiation. Let's see what it says. Well, now it does. Go figure. That shouldn't have happened either way. But I'm going to also do it in an alternative way. Let me finish this first. Add this PV to the running sum. PV cash flows equals PV cash flows plus IPEG. We're done. And I like leaving blank spaces. That's my style. You guys can do your own style. So I want to see kind of where things are different. And let's see if it is indeed doing the right thing. Since we already have a way of doing this, let's see. I'm going to use a different rate now. User defined, what did we call it? PV cash flows. Right, PV, yep, right there. My I rate is right there. I flows are these. Thanks. And I fret is 12. Oh, double, okay. Re-execute that one. Why am I getting 0? Oh, because I said iCache instead of JCache. Voila. In fact, let me explicitly deduct what I know to be correct. 0. Okay. Now I could put arbitrary numbers here. I'm going to put ran between. I mean, it's going to be that arbitrary. 1 and 360. This is going to be rand. Rand is a random number continuous between 0 and 1 times 10,000. And I'm going to get it all down. So why am I getting this to be, oh, it is supposed to be 0. I'm sorry. Why is it giving me 0? Because I already explicitly took out the correct value. Let me put it back on. Now, we have an arbitrary stream of cash flows. All we have to do is enter them if there is no regularity to it. If there is a regularity, always use that in your code. But if there isn't, you can go ahead and do it. You probably realize I could have, for example, used something like this to write a weighted average function, which I have done just to show you. In this one, and I would suggest that you analyze it to handle multiple areas. Under bonus functions, I have a function called weighted average. There's weighted average. Oh, in this case, I use the sum product function. That's different. This one is actually calculates geometric return, geometric average of returns. It basically means you have, let's say, 100 years of returns. Arithmetic average, you just take the arithmetic average. Geometric return is essentially calculate the 100-year return. Let's say that's 2,000%. Then 1 plus 2,000% raised to the power 1 over 100 minus 1. But here, I do it a little bit differently, but I allow multiple areas. That means I provide returns in chunks. Because you could select, suppose I wanted to do this. I want to select these, but I'm going to skip, so I'm going to do control and these. That selection is a range that has two areas, two non-contiguous areas. And I've written the PV cash flows assuming only one area. But if it has multiple areas, we can handle it. I'm just going to show you how to do it. A range has a property called areas. Okay? So in this case, I say, do the whole thing for all the areas. And for all of those areas, do the columns and rows and go from there. So if you wanted to extend that function to multiple areas, you can easily adapt it. So keep that in mind. It's already available under bonus functions here. You're not going to do exact same thing, but it gives you this structure. I have only 10 minutes left. If you wanted to do duration, let's see. I'm going to actually leave it to you as an exercise to modify that code to calculate the duration. Remember what duration does, or Macaulay duration. Thank God by next Tuesday I'm going to have my new computer, because this thing is dying on me. For each period, you multiply length, or how many periods are there to that payment with its present value, add them up, divide the whole thing by its present value. So you already have the machinery to calculate the present values for each period. We already know how many periods to that payment. And I'm gonna leave it as an exercise to you guys. This is gonna be part of your group homework anyway. And write a VBA function that calculates the Macaulay duration for an arbitrary cash flow velocity. All right? Let's stop here. I decided not to give you a homework assignment on time value of the money stuff, but you will have homework assignments on bonds, duration, convexity, Macaulay duration, and that sort of stuff. You should expect that's Thursday. And remember, my Excel workshop starts today. At least show up, see what the big deal is all about, because I do believe you're going to learn a lot of good stuff.